What I'm going to do today is just show you behind the scenes of a recent launch we did for a product called the self-care system. I believe everybody here has been a member long enough that they would have got that product because it was only a few months ago that we posted it. If you didn't get it, don't worry, like you'll still be able to see everything that we did here and it'll make sense. You don't need to have the product to kind of get what we did here. And the other thing is I just want to set a bit of context that when we do a product launch, what we're doing is taking an individual item from our portfolio at Tools for Motivation and we put it on sale as like an initial offering before it goes to full price. It's sitting in our store already at the full price, but it's new and nobody's really bought it yet. So we make an initial offering for maybe a week where people who are not members like you, because you're already members, you're getting it, you're just downloading, you don't pay for it other than your membership. The people who are not members, which is like 90% of our list and our audience, they only buy individual items. We give them a chance to buy one of our products at a reduced rate before it locks in at the full price down the road. So that's sort of the motivation for us. Our launches are never more than about 5 days. So it's very quick. We work with a lot of affiliates. So I'm going to show you that. And like I said, we always do at least one upsell, very often 2 upsells. And I'll show you the model that we use. There's several models there. And I'm going to kind of jump around. But what I'll do here is I'll start off quickly by showing you the full launch. I'm going to show you the sales pages. I'm going to show you what we use to communicate with our affiliates. And I'm also going to show you behind the scenes what we did in terms of follow-up emails to buyers. It's important to see all of that. But then what I'd like to do is have each and every one of you that's here live, and if you're watching on the recording, you can write this down and email myself or Trevor after. Write down your questions or take notes about how any of this applies to you and your current projects. And if the launch model makes sense for you, I would highly encourage you to pick something to launch and then pick a launch date in advance. Like even if it needs to be 2 or 3 months down the road, I wouldn't go any longer than that. That you can lock yourself into. Because we talked about this a few weeks ago on the accountability call that we did. The idea of building a product and launching it is great, but I find very few people actually do the launch and complete the launch because they're not willing to do that first step, which is put it in the calendar, commit to a date, put it out there so people are willing to mail it potentially as affiliates, or customers are willing to buy it when it becomes available. Until you do that, you don't really have the forcing function to get this done. And okay, so self-care system, this was a $127 product. We just basically, I'm not going to walk through sales copy, but I'm sure most of you have seen our model by now. We usually have a headline, a bit of an introduction. For most of our products, I do a demo video. This is my style. I've personally branded myself integrated with the Tools for Motivation brand. It's a good thing in terms of developing rapport with your prospects and customers. It's not so good of a thing where in the past, like when I owned bestqualityplr.com with Ted and I sold it, my name and face was all over that website with the different training videos. So I still, to this day, I still get emails from people asking for help because my face and name are on that website. Even though I've taken my phone number and stuff down, if they dig into the website, they think it's me. So that's not great, although it's easily handled. It doesn't happen all that often. I just tell them that, look, I sold that business. You have to go to their support. So you have to balance that, though. I highly recommend you do it, at least in the early phases, because it just makes selling easier. So some kind of demo video is always a good idea, or a video sales letter, VSL, sometimes people will call it, and then your copy. The one thing I will say about sales copy, I don't want to make this too much about copy, is that visuals work. So this is loading funny, but so for us, we sell content helping you visualize what you're going to buy in advance. Between this video here, where I literally, here, if I fire it up, and like right here, I'm showing them literally what the product looks like behind the scenes. So a demo of what you get goes a long way. And then I do a step further, right? We show pictures of what the product looks like. We give samples of the audio, for example, here, if you want to hear in advance what the audiobook sounds like, here's a sample, so on and so forth, okay? So we just very clearly in as much detail as possible, outline who this is for, why you'd want to buy it, what it includes, and then what the deal is. So in this case, this is a page that's expired now, but the public price is 127. The special offer this week is 37. So you're saving $90 if you take action between Monday and Friday of this particular launch. So that alone will convert. Now, there's many other things we do as well to help with conversions, but that has to be, that's sort of the key here is what is the launch? What is the purpose of this launch? Why should people buy during your 5, 7, 14-day offer period here? Okay, so in our case, we create an event. It's a 5-day long event. The main reason you want to take a look at this is if you need self-help content, you're publishing this kind of stuff on a regular basis, why would you not buy it at a deep discount? Why would you wait till next week and pay full price when you don't have to? You're getting the exact same thing. Of course, we layer it with other things as well. So we'll do bonuses and incentives during the launch. We have surprise bonuses that happen after you buy that keep customers coming back for more. So they'll think, oh, I got a surprise bonus on their last launch. Maybe I'll get one this time. So those kind of things help as well. So that's the front end page here. Now I should mention, if you're doing, let's say you're launching a new coaching program, you